Good morning, family. Well, it took me a while, but I'm back. I was busy doing readings, so I will upload them to my website later today because I have to do some translations from Dutch to English and from English to Dutch. So there are 6 new readings, and there's one. It's a reading I started, well, I don't know, about 3 months, 4 months ago, when my brother came um, to visit for a couple of months. He had no home, and we had some old contracts we had to end. And well, he was with me for a reason. And when I started doing his reading because of another parallel life that came to the surface, I ended up in a lab underground in Atlantis, and I've shared about that experiment in the video. Um, I don't know, about a few months ago or a month ago, I don't know, with the title Atlantis Experiment. But I now have the reading I will place because they both agree to it. So I will place a reading on my website. And they are both alchemists, but I decided to give a different name to their oracle card, the two split, the Atlantis two split, because of my highest light connecting to their highest light. I received through their memory that it was present in their DNA. All that came true about Atlantis and the resets, and the false light geometry, etc. So you can read about that later today on my website. Well, that, and I will get into the false light geometry later, because Woo Life, thank you so much for your kind words and your openness, heart flow talk you shared through email. I received it. I haven't responded yet, but know that I have received it, and I will get into some things you mentioned and some others who left me messages. Thank you so much. And you're on the list now. And if there is a message for you, I will get back to you. But I was very busy with other readings because, as you know, I only follow my own highest light guidance. So when she gives me a name, I need to connect. So I connect and ask for their permission, of course, and then the reading starts, and it's always in divine timing. Um, so I never know when I'm gonna align or connect to you, and if not, I already shared on my website. There is an energetic key present there for you on my website somewhere, and because we are all mirrors, what I share is a mirror for you also. So that's that. Yeah, the present energies I want to talk about because some videos were brought to my attention, and Soul Family asked me about it and how it resonates. And I want to advise you to not get into any messaging through video or whatever, blogs or that is sharing the frequency of fear, because we have nothing to fear for. I was yesterday evening, my attention was brought to a video and she asked me about it, and I listened to it, and it was immediately not resonating. But the soul within the video was sharing that we only have a few days left, and we need to go in the direction of east, and and more stuff. But she was constantly talking about God, God, and I don't like pronouncing it. I like to say the true creator, and I will explain why. And also talking about, encouraging people in a way to pray, and what happens if we pray, we call upon something outside ourselves, and you become the prey. When you praying, you become the prey to the false gods, a image of God. And if you do your research and you deepen yourself into the et, etmo, how do you call it? Etmology. Well, you know what I mean. You will find out that if you go through that, God in the Christian way, and there are so many names for the word, but God is in essence just an image. It's a state of being, and but the word God, it's like it's false light. It's a frequency you don't want to engage with, and the same as praying. Don't do that. So if you do your research, in the end you will find out that the word God comes from comes from is in essence the womb of the mother. That is what God is in essence, the womb of the mother, under the earth, the womb of the mother, under or in the earth. And the feminine energy. And what are we doing? We are giving birth to the new. We are the creators. And we went through the journey, or still are in the journey, depends on where you are, bringing light to all our shadows, all our traumas, all our pains, all our conditioning layers. We brought light there. We brought love there. We accepted that. And we anchored in light, and even more light, and more light, and more light, and more light. And we anchored it in all the way into the core of ourself. We anchored deeply into the core of ourself. And because of that, into the core of the creator template that is also within ourselves. But we are aligned to all that is, and therefore to the core of the mother womb in the earth. Yeah. And creator, the creator original organic template within ourselves, and therefore we are connected to creator. It's not something without ourselves. We don't have to search for it outside ourselves. No, we as shadow workers, they call us light workers. But what we do is we work through our shadows and we descend deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And we anchor deeper into our own core and deeper into our own core and deeper into our own core until we reach 0 point. First we have to find 0 point within every emotion, every trauma. And then eventually everything aligns and we are reconnected, you know. And the cosmic mother flame and the cosmic father flame within us is being activated, you know, the feeling of infinity. And, and the, well, they call it the twin flame reunion. Well, it's just the merging of the divine feminine and masculine within ourselves. And it opens up the movement, of the true Merkaba within us, the true Merkaba within us, and not the black Metatronic cube and Merkaba. That's false light created one. But within us, there's the true Merkaba. So you could see the Merkaba as this house, that arises when you have come home to your divine masculine and feminine. So that house starts to build, but then you have the process of becoming fully your own cosmic father and becoming fully your own cosmic mother. So you feel safe and loved and in peace in every breath you take. There's no fear frequency left, however, nothing. When you're in that state, a period of playfulness follows because your inner child, the energy of the inner child within you, the heart of wonder, holds within the creator flame. So you have brought home, the divine feminine flame, the divine masculine flame. They came together and they created this beautiful, Merkaba little house. Not ready fully, of course, because the child has to come home, has to feel safe. So once you become your own mother and father again, it's safe for your inner child to come home and become playful again, And that's what it's all about, The original template of Terra, aligned to the original created template within us, it was meant to be, this beautiful place in the center of this, well, how you want to call it, a universe. We could go there and have a physical experience and also experience emotions, but from 0 point. And when you experience emotions from 0 point, it's heaven. It's wonderful. And, the trees we know in this hologram simulation, because it is a hologram simulation. I'm sorry to say so, but seeing through my consciousness in this now moment and through all the experiences of the past 10 years mostly, I will come back to it later. I am 100% positive that it is a simulation. They have created and they imprisoned us in it and started an experiment with lots and lots and lots of resets. And we are entering the end states of the reset. But where was I going? I will get back to that later. I was talking about, the inner child, creator flame. So when the inner child feels safe, Marley, Marley, Ow. Ow. Wow. Wow. Yeah, wow. Yeah, yeah. So, sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. Marley wants to share his wonderful bark and love frequency with you. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, when you're safe in your own home, this is your home, you know, this is your home. You are home. I hear souls talk about, I'm finally going home. No, this is your home, you know, this is your home. You want to find your way home, get into your body, you know, do the work, get there. No, this is your home. And we have with our light, we um, have, oh yeah, sometimes I'm so, there was I go, you know, but because we have done the work, we have brought light to everything within us and therefore without us. So what we're seeing now on the outside projection field is the old playing out, and all is becoming visible now in high speed. You know, it was already there, but we brought light to it because we did the work from inside. So we brought light to it. You know, it's dissolving. The old is fully dissolving. It cannot, you know, the light is just dissolving it all. And they have already lost. You know, they have already lost, but it needs to play out. They have given to different corporations, they give assignments, and to their puppets within governments, they give assignments, and they are just, you know, they are just puppets on strings, and they just do what they believe is the truth to them. And so things have to play out. But that's all it is. That's all it is. It's nothing to fear. You're safe within your own home. And the new earth, the way we call it, the new earth, the organic true timeline of Terra, is already here. It's right here. It's right here. We don't have to go somewhere. It's right here. You know, and your highest light, your own highest light, so not something outside of you. You know, you have the voice of your own highest light is like your own voice, but it's so, well, but the frequency holds within so much love that you cannot comprehend. You know, it's so much love that, yeah, you know, I just, it's like this, I don't know, it's the frequency of that voice. It's your highest light, but it's the voice of you know, but in a higher embodiment of consciousness, showing you the way. And you will reconnect to your highest light, your highest voice, once you come home in your body, in your body, in your heart. You bring it all home, and you become your own mother and father, and it's safe for your inner child, the energy of your inner child, to create a flame that, you know, lights up your original organic creator template. You know, it's being activated again, and when everything is, you know, but it's not something outside of you. You know, it's not there. It's not above you. It's not. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here, and it's within your field, your own beautiful consciousness, which we can also call a matrix. You know, and it's all. It's not. Don't search there or there. It's here, all in you. You are that creator. but we have to do the work. And yeah, so, and then your inner child comes home. And then we have the three-folded flame reunion. And the Merkaba activates fully. And and you can go with your consciousness wherever you want to go. And yeah, and it's like the the diamond grid within you and the crystalline grid within you merge as one, and with the original created template, organic template, um, your core, is anchored so deeply and aligned to the core of beloved Terra's original organic template. And then you're gonna have a great laugh because you're gonna see so much deception you have experienced, and distractions also. The mission, the ascension, and keeping vibrate high, vibrate high, vibrate high. And I experienced myself. I was just when I was going so deep through shadows, and they come back several times, and you have to go even deeper and even deeper, and you're like, and I was like, well, my frequency is very low now, and it's not good, and what a BS! It's such a BS. We have to descend. We have to. The moment you bring love and light to an emotion, or a trauma, and you embody more light, your heart opens even more, your consciousness widens, expands, and that stays, that doesn't go away. That doesn't go away. So when a new shadow comes, presents itself, comes to the surface, and you have to dive deep again, and deeper and deeper and deeper, and you feel like you don't have any magic left in your life, and you're just going into to well, you're on, it feels like you're underwater or whatever, feeling totally hopeless. And I've experienced periods where I was like, please come and get me, I've had it, what else do I need to do? And I know how it feels. I've been there. I know how it feels to be in, for the first time, be a period in the void, in the nothingness. When you're in the nothingness, and that's nothing more than a moment of detachment. You're detaching yourself. So, you know, um, but when you're there for the first time, for a longer period of time, and you're in that void, in the nothingness, it feels like, you cannot connect to anything, and there's nothing, and you feel like drowning. But you need to surrender and enjoy the process of the void, being in the nothingness, because just being you is enough. You don't have to get up and create this company within this false 3D um, uh, illusion, which we have believed to be the true earth for a very long time. So I understand it's very difficult to um, take in this earth realm as a simulation, a hologram, if you have not yet experienced it yourself. If you have not seen a flower change into a beautiful light frequency encoding, if you have not yet seen the forest disappear into nothing, or have seen yourself disappear into nothing, if you have not experienced that yet, I can fully understand. It's very difficult to comprehend and believe that what we are living in, what's projected on the outside, it's assimilation. It's truly assimilation. But I know through own experiences and through the consciousness I embody in this now moment. So, where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? I'm gonna take some water. God is water. Oh, sun. Mm. Mm. I'm not sure. Where was I going with that? Mm. Oh, yeah, the simulation. Um, but it is truly a simulation. And we have how do you call it? We have broken down and reset and transformed all the codes. So we have won. We are there. We are there. And the original creator organic template aligned to the core, the heart of the original template of Terra. It's and her crystalline grid and creator's diamond grid. It's all merged into one, and it's the color codes have been brought in, and you know all the visions we shared through our DNA memory, but also through our imagination. We have, if everything is possible, how would you like to experience the new Earth hologram? I have been doing that for years and years and years and years, just creating as much images as I could and send it into the field, because the new Terra template that is already here for the ones who have eyes to see. We don't have to go somewhere. We don't have to walk to the east. No. We don't have to find there the Garden of Eden. No. Garden of Eden is right inside you. If you close your eyes, you visualize a door, you open that door, you come into your own creator space. You are a creator. And I'm talking about it if it's very easy, like it's very easy because you have to come to the state of 0 point, and I'm in a constant state of 0 point, but on your way towards constant state of 0 point, you have moments of being in the state of 0 point, and use those moments, and and go practice that. Practice your visualization, your creator skills. You can, what do you want to create? What do you want to see in the new Terra hologram? Well, I've created so much, and everything is possible, and I go there a lot, to my own inner creator space. But we all have that creator space, and it's merging like bubbles. It's merging, and the color codes that give form, solid form in a way, so we can experience it as we have experienced this earth, with solid form, physical form. So it's already here. It's already here, and it's better than ever, ever before. And we're gonna have so much fun, and the quantum capacity of let's call them the dark players, um, that was needed to reset constantly and experiment on us, and reset again and reset again, and experiment, and upload the consciousness, download the consciousness, and reset again. And they had so much fun with us. And but you know They brought in long, 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 long time ago when they started this, you know, simulation of 3D Earth. They tricked star beings of coming and have, because lots of us wanted to be here, on the true Terra experience, and because it was truly paradise. And the trees we now know are like grass. We used to have trees, and but so it's like, where was I going with that? Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, of the many resets. Oh yeah, that they tricked us into, the copy version, in a way, of Terra. Um, but they thought they were smart, so they brought in the strongest, the most powerful, the most rebellious star seeds around the universe, the galaxy, the cosmic, how you want to call it, the other frequency dimensions. Um, they brought them in, so we have to get those, the strongest ones. We can experiment on them. Yeah. Well, it's gonna bite them in the ass now, because remember, if you're watching this video, you are a very, very strong alchemist, magician, and creator. And but sorry to say, we first have to do the shadow work, and it's going very rapidly now. So I can. Some of you are gonna feel like the only thing I want to do is lie on bed and please come and get me, you know, because you're being pulled into the nothingness to speed up the process, and because the detaching energy is here now, a constant flow of detaching energy. So whatever is left in your field when it comes to shadows or false layers of, parallel lives, or um, false light, whatever needs to purify and whatever needs to receive your light and love will come to the surface in a very high speed, um, in very high speed, and just give yourself the self-love you need, and know that you will get out of this. You will get out of this. I promise you, you will get out of this. Just surrender. You don't have to engage anymore with the outside screen, the 3D hologram that is playing out now. It's playing out. It's nothing more than that. You don't have to start a business now. You know, you don't have to engage anymore, because the money is all. It's already. It's been for a very long time. It's nothing, of course, the money, but they just print some extra. It's all. It's There is nothing left. There is nothing left. Yeah, only the outside screen, the projection you're seeing. That's what you see. But in essence, if you look behind it, there's nothing left. The new is already here. So don't worry if your business is not coming off the ground, and don't worry if you feel like you have run a business for a very long time, and in this moment you are like, well, I cannot engage anymore. I don't feel like doing it anymore. I cannot connect anymore to that old frequency. No, you cannot, because we are in the detaching phase. We are in the detaching phase, and in the nothingness phase of releasing, cleansing, clearing everything that is still holding you back of becoming your true and own creator, and your own cosmic mother and your own cosmic father, so that your inner child with the creator flame can come home, activate your true and one and only Merkaba, and align, to your highest light. So you are in a constant guidance. I am in a constant conversation with my highest light. And, well, not constant because I don't feel like talking all day. that's, that's too much. Yeah. And I don't have to see her or my team constantly because, that's too much. But you are the boss. We are with the boots on the ground in a way, because we have this physical form, which is in essence, you know, nothing more than light and energy and frequency, pure consciousness. But we see it as a form, we experience it because we are still, in this old frequency that is playing out. So, well, maybe I have repeated myself many times. I don't know. But there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. Yeah, and the mission, yeah, the mission is a distraction. It's the only mission we have is to follow our heart. To do all the things you're longing for. The what makes your heart happy. Do it. If you want to sing like crazy, when you're in a supermarket, you know, fuck it. Go sing in that supermarket. I'm just, maybe an extreme example, but, I do it. I don't care. And I just want to keep my heart light in every breath. So I'm going to give my heart always, and I've been doing it for, I don't know, for a very long time, but I've been conscious about it ever since I started descending deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and experienced so many parallel lives, satanic rituals and so much heavy shit. And so I needed to keep my heart light. I needed to be in nature as much as I could. So I'm always in nature as much as I can. And just, sing songs and children's songs and create and paint. And if you, everyone can paint, and everyone can sing. You just have to trust that you have your own unique voice and that you have your own unique movement. And you just get a piece of paper and you just ask your heart what movement is needed in this now moment, to bring light to the shadow I'm feeling and to open it up and give it our love and just make a movement. Look at the movement. Just one movement, You get your pen and you make just intuitively, you make the movement, you look at it and you take it into your heart. Because it's all within your DNA. You know it. Or ask for the sound. What sound do I need in this now moment, to bring calmness to the pain I'm feeling inside? And just get into your heart space and whatever comes through. Reria voz, jamakaya, iravaya, nua santa. Kirivian boa santa recupa, revia, kuna bitaria. Tu. Trust, because you are the creator and you have it all within your DNA. And I know we were brought back to 2 strengths of DNAs, but we are going back to 12 strengths of DNA. And there's so much more beyond that. And but it all starts with you. So don't get into the frequency of fear. Don't let anyone fool you. No, it's all within you, and there is nothing to fear, and it is already here. And the old is playing out, and that's all it is, truly. That's all it is. And it's playing out because of us, and because of the cosmic cycle, So all the high frequencies are working with us now. You know, the quantum capacity of they need, you know, to create their resets. It's over. You know, there's nothing left for them. Nothing. So don't worry. Nothing to worry about. So yeah, I'm going a bit into all directions. I'm sorry about that. I hope you can follow me. Um, yeah. Mm, so yeah, and I was asked about beloved Wu life to talk a bit more about the false geometry. Well, you can read about it on my website later today because I have to upload it to my website and I haven't done it yet. But it's the oracle reading about the two split, Atlantis two split. I share it and I will explain it here again. That well, Atlantis is a vibrational field just outside um, this simulation. And there are living Atlanteons, you know, still. And underground, they have labs. And those labs they use during every reset. And as far as I know now, you know, through my highest light and the consciousness I am embodying, and I have seen with my own eyes, I was brought there, that it's about 130 years they do a reset and they upload our consciousness and download it again. And they grow, of course. They expand also in their dark magic and their um, technology, diamond technology also, but and crystal technology, electromagnetic technology. So it's a lot of things. It's almost not to comprehend because if the memory is not there yet, it's very hard to comprehend. But I'm sharing it because I saw it, and what they showed me was which they call the split experiment, and it was the first experiment. And after that experiment, um, well, they through that first experiment they did, they lowered the frequency, you know, because they um, well, you could see that there were our bodies, our avatars were, you know, and there was this lab, and there were our avatars, and the consciousness was uploaded, and they placed it in a mixer in a way, you know, mix it, and then they placed, they split it again, the split process. So you would have the consciousness of someone else also within you, and and then they would they would I don't know they entered false false color codes. I also work with color codes, but from the frequency dimension of Cassiopeia, where or that's where we keep, you know, the true creator um, color codes, infinite color codes, which give in a way form, the experience of physical form. It's like a process, a finishing process in a way. But they also entered their own created color codes, and which became well like the chakras, you know, and but they flipped it also. So if you want to ascend, you need to descend. You know, that is why it's all about descension. Um, and of course, it's connected to emotions. And we have the divine creator emotions, experienced from the 0 point always, back in the days where we were enjoying the real Terra hologram, physical experience, paradise. Um, they just um, um, well brought this balance into the emotions, um, split it also in a way, you know. So they split it and into dark and light, you know, into feminine and masculine. Um, and a lot of other programs, um, manipulation programs were brought in. They also placed a false coding. I call it because it looked like the Fibonacci. It was the Fibonacci spiral they placed, you know, in on our consciousness during that experiment also. But it was not the right, how do you call it? The right coding, the right. There was this very, not very much, but a very small disturbance within that Fibonacci spiral, which connects us to the element, element, elementary, elementary consciousness. You know, you could say the natural internet of the plant and the animal world. You know, the stone world. You know, everything that's natural. So, our power to communicate, you know, with nature, and because they changed that also, of course, you know, so we would lose that, and of course, from 12 to 2 strengths, and to bring us into a coma, and use only what, like 10% of our consciousness, and there was also when, because it was, our consciousness was going through some kind of spheres, and before, I'm not sure, but there was also like a computer print played, you know, of light that looked a lot like a maze, you know, a maze. Yeah, fascinating, a maze. And so we also got a maze above all of that. So, you know, it took us a long time to find our way through all that false light. And there, and the movement of um, that came to, I went back there again, and I was shown the flower of life. So that was a confirmation for me also that the flower of life is also, it closes you off. You know, it's a trap also. It's a trap to get you into their metatronic um, keep you into their metatronic trap and their false gods, you know, and so you keep looking outside yourself for that twin flame. And oh, what's my mission? And oh, I need to ascend. Oh, my frequency is not high enough. Oh my God, I'm not doing okay. You know, all that distraction, you know. all the distractions. Oh, just follow your heart and bring light and love to all your shadows, and that's all you have to do. And you know, and engage every day with nature, because the the they the everything in nature in this hologram, the old that is now playing out, but everything within nature has within the natural um, Sirius C love light and the natural Fibonacci spiral, So that is why it is so important to align as much as you can. Be in nature, lie on our beloved grounds, holy grounds, and hug a tree and go sit with a tree and talk to the tree and talk to the grass and talk to the flower and just go meditate for a week. Just on one flower, just align, connect to one flower and go meditate and ask that flower to show you her true core, her true essence. And if you do that, you will get your own proof you may need. You will get your proof that in essence the flower is pure light with coding. And then you will know it's all perception from the consciousness you embody in that moment. And that's what it is. And so that, yeah. Oh, yeah. And coming back to the Atlantis experiment, and then eventually the last sphere with all, those false light layers and geometry and color programs and emotions out of balance, and they placed it in a made of light but colored in black, black light, like I don't know, black goo, black light, a cube with the Merkaba within, and then within that Merkaba was that whole construct I'm describing, just now, with the consciousness within. And it was brought, downloaded back into the body, into the avatar. And what I could see immediately was that there was something lighting up within the chamber of our heart, physical heart. And when I asked about it, they told me it's the the true creator seal template, how you want to call it. And they didn't manage to access that through all those resets, all those experiments they did. They never managed to access that. That's our very well hidden creator seal within the chamber of our heart, and our true Merkaba, and our true geometry movement, you could say. It's the spiral. It's the golden spiral. Everything. It's a spiral, and it's the lotus movement. The lotus geometry. Um, that's what's part of the true creator organic timeline. Seal template. So they never managed to access that. Thank God. Oh, I'm saying God again. Oh, I don't want to say God anymore. Thank Creator. Yeah, thank Creator. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I could see that the, the black box with the Merkaba within, well, it was the moment it was, brought in back into the avatar, it was it started to look for something, it was so, and the creator seal template started also to align, oh, the consciousness is back, but but normally they merge, you know they merge in 0 point in your core, but that could not happen because of all the false light programming within, around that consciousness, and mixed consciousness. So that is why we meet so many souls that we are like, well, I know you, you feel like a part of me, and we share so many memories with each other, and so many, well, I don't want to call it past lives anymore. I want to call it parallel lives. They're fractals of our soul during traumatic experiences. Um, our soul was shattered in a way, pieces of our consciousness were shattered in a way, and we have to bring it home. But it's like it's a part of you having a different experience, and we call it a past life. But it was like a program. Um, they, they just put us in a way. It's all part of their psychopathic fun. And so we have to bring that back, all those pieces, which we have known as past lives, but to me it's just, fractal pieces of the consciousness that have been trapped in a version of the trauma we have experienced in that moment. And we have to bring it all home. You are home into our heart. So I hope it's more clear to you now, beloved Wu Life. The false light geometry and the game they are playing. Well, the end is here, so it's just playing out. And let go of any mission. Just come home. Come home into yourself. Be love. Be playful. Align to nature, to the true Fibonacci coding. True love light that resides on Sirius C. Where the souls live, who were the first ones who managed to break out of this simulated prison. And they ended up in the ninth sphere, and everything was activated, and yeah, they managed to break out and create a dimension of their love light when they were making love, as a divine woman and a divine man, brought light to all their shadows, went through all the programs. They beat the game. They beat the game. And when they were making love in the physical, and through all dimensions, all the way, was all present there in that moment within them. Because when you make love as man and woman, when you're both home, fully home, you brought home your divine masculine and feminine energy, the two sacred flames. And then you become your own cosmic mother and father. So your inner child who carries the creative flame can come home. You have the three-folded flame that becomes one flame, the creative flame, that activates your true, organic, original creator template. aligning to your core, where you have anchored so deeply, the core within you, and of course your heart. There we have a triangle again. Always comes in three, and then the spiral opens. Yeah, and if you're in that state of being, you embody that consciousness, and you're in a constant state of 0 point and nothingness. And when you then make love to each other, when you're both in that state, wow, you can create dimensions. You can create from that love such powerful love seeds, and you can bring them wherever you want to bring them. And they brought them into the core, the deepest core of the original Terra template, like a true blue seed that became a blue sun, that became a blue sphere. Within that sphere, the crystalline and diamond grid in a way merged as one and became that beautiful nine movement that presents itself to me as a diamond razor blade that gives us, because it also happens within us, of course, always within us, as a diamond razor blade that cuts through all the BS, and it gives you the opportunity to anchor even deeper into your own core, and with that, within your heart and your organic creator template. And that same process is happening, has happened. Um, Also with the geometry of the lotus leaves and the soul water that was feeding, the roots, and the seed became this plant in a way, it started to grow. It became this beautiful sun. I refer to it as the blue sun for a period of time. Then it became that sphere, and within that sphere, the diamond and the diamond and the crystalline came together, became this beautiful movement. So, and within the center, there appeared that blue light again, the true blue sun, but in the center of that blue sphere. So it repeated itself again. And then I was guided to, work with others also to make pathways um, for the element, the elementary consciousness, elementary consciousness, make pathways and the new elements also, and anchor it. So I, with many others, did. And then it started to get that was the moment when form started, become visible within the spectrum of the perception. I don't know how to say it otherwise, but the hologram started to rise, in a way, expand. And it's now, it's because of the inner work we all have done and still doing, lots of you were still very deep in the process, but it's because of us, that it's just, in a way, beaming the old away. Oh, oh God. Yeah, I have a little COVID here. I think, oh my God. Yeah. Mm. So yeah, I don't know what else. Is there something else? Mm. sun is shining, the weather is sweet, make you wanna move your dancing feet. Yeah, I think that's that. Yeah. So hang in there, and if you feel you're going underwater or floating in the nothingness, it's because we are detaching ourselves from the old. And be as much as you can with all that you love, and be as much as you can in nature. Be as much as you can in nature, and be with the animals. Love your animals. You know, well, anything else? Well, of course, the false light is very active now, you know, because it becomes very visible now. So just be very conscious. Be very conscious about that. I'm advised, she's like, don't go to any, big parties with lots of people or to busy cities, and don't go there. So I'm sorry if you're in the midst of a city, you know, I would say go camping, or just, rent a little place somewhere, and just, we can live of nature. We can live of the forest, you know. We don't need that much. Truly, we don't need that much. Um, just some water, and some herbs, some nuts, some cranberries, There's enough. Some mushrooms. And that's enough. That is truly enough. We don't need that much. So if you're feeling you're losing everything, that's only because everything that you need is already there waiting for you. You know. So let go and trust. Detach yourself. Detach yourself from the old. We do not longer let it let it all fall apart. And don't worry about all they try to throw at us, with their control. Psycho wet dream AI metaverse and upload the consciousness thingy. Um, I've experienced myself that through the heart we can transform, recode an AI program. So I believe everything is possible. I believe truly everything is possible. Yeah. So stop worrying if you are worrying. Stop worrying and just be love and listen to your heart and listen to your inner child and be in nature as much as you can. And if there's a shadow, get a pen or colors. Just, you are a painter. We are all painters, use it. Get the symbols out there, look at it, take it in, and cleanse, clear, release, give it your love and light, and next one, bam. Because everything is working together now. Everything is working together now. Yeah, I'm always looking there. You're there. Yeah. So you can go through this in a very high speed if you want to, and keep your light heart, your heart light. a light heart. So, sing your songs, make a tree house. I don't know, go swim naked, go sing a song out loud in the supermarket, Just, whatever makes you feel lighthearted. Yeah, yeah. But don't you worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. So, don't get into the frequency of fear. No, don't do it. Don't do it. So, whoa, that's enough for today. Bye for now. Love you all. Bye.